We got another episode of Let's Play Crash Bandicoot 2 Insane. In the last episode, we took care of Warp Room 2 and the boss, and now we're doing Warp Room 3. In Warp Room 3 we have Plant Food, Sewer or Leader, Bear Down, Road to Ruin, and Unbearable, and a boss fight. So this is kind of where the game starts to get a little bit challenging. And here we have another one of those timer gem gimmicks. This is the second time this has done the game time. It'll be third, I can't remember. It's like the second time. But it's also in the same theme as the first time it happened, which was back at Hang 8, back in Warp Room 1. If you guys noticed I didn't have any uploads for Smash Draft, but don't worry, we'll be getting around to doing that very, very soon, I promise. Timer shows up now. As you guys know, the timer gems are kind of annoying. I'm just gonna boost to the end here. I'm gonna go grab the timer gem and then we'll come back and do the level normally and get the box gem. With the can this level, and I just screwed that up completely. So right here we have a platform with, this is where they start putting asphalt. This is like they have like asphalt enemy placement. And some of those guys you can't even avoid. We're probably not going to make it on the first try here. I'm going to try anyway. Because I screwed up with my Aku's. Going, come on. I know we can make it. Alright, 5, 4, 3, 2. Barely. Oh my gosh. Death abuse. I barely made that one. I'm not even shitting. That was really cool. I've never done that before. I've made it on time with at least 3 seconds to spare before, maybe a couple of seconds, but never like right when the timer was up. I believe in the original game, if you made it before, if like you were too late, the gem would just fly off. You'd have to like try again. Then we have Piranha Plant and explode those TNTs. Do the bonus area here. This. So how have you guys done? I'm hoping you guys are doing pretty good. Hope you guys are ready for not only more draft, but more right for the next Let's Play after this one's done. Which hopefully I'll have everything in place for before that starts, because I gotta get thumbnails made, and I did receive something on Twitter where a person had offered to make thumbnails for free, but the thing about these thumbnails that I want is that they're custom to like a point that you can't just do it with something basic of graphics over it, like a graphic designer thing. We just like slap text on a thing, because if it was like that, I could just make it myself, but I want to have like a specific kind of custom thumbnail. I want to make them as flashy as possible so people, you know, check out my videos, whatever. That kind of typical thing. I'd like... I want people to see my thumbnails, think the video is interesting, and actually stay and watch the videos thinking that they are, you know, somewhat good. You know? Sort of like Smash Draft. When I came up with the idea, I figured it would have been entertaining because Smash is already a really fun game. And then, like, putting stakes on it to where it's putting stakes on it to where it's like teams battling each other to see who can get the most points of the CPUs battling. I figured that would have been a really, really fun thing to do. And the thing about it is that when you're doing this, your co-host, you don't really have to have any kind of general knowledge about Super Smash Bros. They just see characters on the roster, they pick them, the CPU play the game for it. It's just, it like pretty much just writes itself in a way. I'm not saying that as like to be an insulting kind of thing. or whatever. Just, when you really think about it, it's a very simple concept that people generally will like, because it's not something that you have to like go super deep and have to read, 30 different books of lore to understand. It's just people playing it's just people picking characters for the AI to play as in Super Smash Bros. Because like I said, I try to do stuff that's simplistic, because if I don't really have to make sure that my viewers have to know a bunch of background information on this particular topic of my videos, that's always nice. Or if I can introduce them into something like these videos, that's also really cool. I don't want to have to, make them feel like they're gonna have to catch up. I'm probably repeating myself and sounding really fucking dumb, but that's kind of just how I see this whole thing. So here we're gonna get a bonus gem. The rest of this area I don't think matters, but we'll explore it anyway. Oh, we can just take the platform back as opposed to having the death abuse. If I can save an Aqua, wait a minute. We're gonna death abuse. Because I think we might have missed some boxes doing that. I might be stupid for doing that, but like I said, I want to cover all tracks. Yep, we missed boxes. So I am very, very relieved that I decided to death abuse. Let's go this guy. Click on you. But yeah, just like I said, I want to try to, do something simple for my viewers. Something that will appeal to any and all audiences. And so my first thought was Super Smash Draft. It's just Super Smash Bros. And you draft the characters in the team. So you see, generally, the general consensus... I don't want to say consensus, I don't know what the technical word is. Consensus, maybe. The general sense. Okay, the general idea of the thing, basically, was that I was going to have 3 others do it with me, and we all picked characters for our teams, and we do our things, whatever, right? But I decided ultimately that maybe the stakes would be a bit more fun if I just hosted the show, but had like 3 teams come on, 4 teams come on and do the series. That's also why in version 2, a lot of stuff gets added and a lot of stuff, changes and stuff. It's just something fun. I mean, I really am enjoying being the host. Not only that, but going back to editing and throwing together a bunch of different spreadsheets and stuff. Because I'm actually tracking every little intricate detail I can track about this series. Whether it's, how much damage this character took while they were in battle before they died, or how much points this person had made. Because the thing is that we had made universal agreements on a lot of our rules. Like, one of them definitely was that so generally in Super Smash Bros. And score tracking, if your character self-destructs or loses a stock, it counts as a minus point to you, but we decided not to have that count against us. And that's what makes the game a little bit more entertaining to us, to me at least, when it comes to tracking, is because I can just take the points and just add them together. I think this is the level exit. Let's check USP, yep, level exit, okay, so we gotta go back. But yeah, just, generally you're gonna, you would actually subtract points if you lost lives, but for us, we decided not to do that kind of thing because it kind of gives us an opportunity to have more points. In the end, if there's that, and going negative points is never a fun thing. And we also missed the crystal. Grab this. We're invincible our way through the rest of the run. But we decided to do that, and then we added more rules because in the first episode of the series, the first episode of the series, which was kind of shitty in production. In the first episode of the series, we had a situation with our score total. So, if you guys had saw episode 3, the most recent episode to come out. Sorry about that. I'm gonna have to cut that, I think. But if you guys saw the most recent episode of our series, Super Smash Draft, where I mentioned in the end of the episode.
Crash, thank goodness! I hacked into Cortex's computer and found detailed schematics for an improved Cortex Vortex and a suspicious-looking space station. I'm not sure, but Cortex might be trying to...
We're mentioning the ending, or the scores, when the team battles, where Team Rocket and Blue Skies teamed together, and Rocket earned 1 more point than Blue Skies did because of Blue Skies clause. That was recently added because of the first episode. In the first episode during team battles, Blue Skies and Spartans were teaming together. But Blue Skies had an extra life that the Spartans didn't have. And so what we were talking about doing was I had the idea of putting an extra point to Blue Skies to break the tie that was going on, because at that time they were tied. So I decided to either like break the tie by giving him an extra point because of the life that he had, or we just keep the tiebreaker and do like a special one-on-one battle before the next episode started. And we decided that we were going to just give him the extra point, and we made a new rule called the Blue Skies Clause, where if we're doing a team battle gimmick, which in version 2 is able to happen often if players have the proper power card and want to do so. If in a team battle, if you are teaming and you have 1 life left over, like if you have 1 life, nothing happens. But if you have 2 lives, for every life past just the 1 life left over, so 2 to 3 lives, you get 2 points for 3 lives and 1 point for 2 lives. Because that extra life not being spent. So we got a perfect run on the first try. I do not know how I did that. Please do not ask. Now this is one of the most obvious hints for a secret in the game. Why would these platforms be down here if you're not meant to jump on them? Secret exit into... Air Crash. So with this secret exit, we are actually able to box gem the level Air Crash. For the sake of... Oops, I guess we can't... Okay, there we go. So you can't skip the crash dance there, but for the sake of time, if I have enough time left over after Warp Room 3, like in the last episode, I will go back and do Air Crash's secret entrance and get the box gem there. Because Air Crash is actually a fun level. So Sewer Later, Bear Down, Road to Ruin, and Unbearable are the only 2 left, so let's go do Road to Ruin real quick. Because Road to Ruin isn't a bad level. Clear gems often appear at the end of death routes, so this is your hint to say, hey, get good and don't die because there's a death route in this level. So this level, believe it or not, gave me a ton of trouble when I was first playing through it. And you'll understand why here in just a little bit, but I will tell you that these levels do get to be a real pain. Oh man, I waited too long. I waited a little too early. I slid a little too early. So those frilled lizard enemies, they require you to slide into them to kill them. And here is our death route. So I believe this is the level that has them in it. Yes. Okay. So these enemies right here, they throw these logs, and for the life of me, I did not know how time jumps well enough to get over them. Just to find out, oh, I died in the death route, so it does not go away. I do have the ability to access it again as long as I don't die before getting there. But the thing about the log thing is that I did not know you could do this, but until I watched Cat Icarus play through this game, I did not know you could actually spin away those logs. Yes, you can spin the logs. Oh, really neat thing here is that in the background there, that's Cortex's castle from the first Crash game. It's a silhouette of it, but it's still really neat to see. See, you can spin the logs. Oh my gosh, so many nightmares have been relieved because of that. So let's spin away Discount Donkey Kong. What's funny is that Donkey Kong actually has a skin in Smash Bros. That is kind of similar color to that one, except his is more silver than white. But Donkey Kong is also a really cool character. I generally don't play a lot of Smash in my free time as much as I used to anymore, at least. But if I did, I would probably learn how to main Donkey Kong. He's kind of fun. I do really thoroughly enjoy Donkey, because when I first played Brawl, I didn't know what the hell I was doing, because this was the first Smash game I played since Smash 64, and I tried to use Diddy Kong at first. Actually, I love Diddy Kong because I played hours of Diddy. Well, I've spent years playing hours of Diddy Kong Racing, so I died there semi on purpose because I want to go back and see. I don't know if I can get the box gym on this run. I don't think I can, but I'm going to try to do it anyway, because I want to try to show off the entirety of the levels, if I can help it. But I don't think the box gym is capable of being done on this first run, because of the fact that there was that area at the beginning you guys saw, I believe. But who knows? Yeah, I tried to learn how to play Diddy Kong when I first played Smash Brawl. I mean, because Diddy Kong was fun. I never really did well with Diddy Kong. And even years later now, I still don't know how to play Diddy Kong that well. But my favorite character when it got to Wii U and 3DS was most definitely playing as Little Mac and Shulk. Little Mac is fun because Punch-Out was a game that grew on me really, really fast. I played the shit out of it on my Wii when I had it. I bought the Virtual Console. I bought the Virtual Console on the 3DS as well, whenever I had my first 3DS, I believe. It might have been on my other one, but I do remember having the game on 3DS, Virtual Console. But, because for anyone who doesn't know that story, I have a 3DS. I used to have another 3DS before that one, but I got stolen. And the guy who stole it would outright refuse that he never even touched it, despite the fact he's the only other one who I knew had the console to begin with. And I lost everything. But anyways, I had the game on Virtual Console on both my 3DS systems. And I grew into the game because it was so good. It was a fun game, really fun game. I would most definitely do a playthrough of Punch-Out on the channel if I could play it again, which I do have the capabilities of doing so, actually, because my NES Classic Edition, I believe that is on there. I don't know for sure, but if it's not, I think I do know how to be able to put it on. But it doesn't matter. Too unbearable, so we can't get the box gym and Road to Ruin just yet. Let me check my messages here real quick. Do apologize for that interruption there. Okay. So we have another chase level. This time with a giant polar bear. This one actually I think has a very fun secret as well. Because it's kind of like one of those weird moments But you'll see them when they come up. Like I said, there's a couple of times where these hints. There's one really obvious, kind of semi-obvious hint, but we won't be able to see that till next warp room. But a lot of you probably know what I'm talking about when it comes to that. It's actually one of my favorite secrets when I found it out later, years later. I was like, wait a minute. Now that you kind of like threw it in my face, I'm like, that does seem kind of obvious. And it wasn't that last one that we did at the polar level. Okay, so it's at this checkpoint. So, you notice that this entire bridge was destroyed except for these 3 boards. What they expect you to do? Jump down the hole. Any other time, that's death. Why would you think to even remotely jump down there one time and not expect to die? Let's go back and grab this Wumpa. I know I don't really need this Wumpa, but I like grabbing the fruit because it's spinny and it's right there in my face. Put that away. Go through here. So yeah, this actually is a required part of the level if you want the box gem. Because this is another one of those kind of hints where for years I didn't even know this was a thing. Because, like I said, you're expected, you know, to jump down here without the thought, without even remotely the idea that you're gonna die. Or you're not gonna die. Like, who the fuck would even think that? It's similar to that one on Crash 3 I was telling you guys about in one of the episodes too. Missed another chance for more Aku invincibility, but I made it through there. That one invincibility. Usually I have to take at least 2 or 3 lives to get to that. But it's like that one thing in that episode of Crash 3 I was talking about with Agapis Rex. They expect you to know to go to the yellow gem path to find the one pterodactyl in that area, jump into it, and die to access Agapis Rex. Nothing in the game tells you to do this. They just expect you to know to do that. So here we that's a jump over the nitros. You can spin the nitro detonator and come to this level. It will not risk your ability to get the box gem at all. But there is, I mean, it's not like in Crash Wrath of Cortex where in Arctic Antics, if you do spin the nitro detonator before you come back into the death platform, the death route platform, it will kill your chances of getting the blue gem. Because you're required to jump across boxes that are standing on top of nitros. And if you blow up the detonator, you can't exit the level through the path. You have to like go back to the beginning. You can still get the gem, I'm pretty sure. You just can't finish the level through the death route. If you destroy the box. If you destroy the nitro before you go down. So at the end of this level here, we have another polar section where we have to just run and avoid the polar bear. It seems pretty easy, pretty simple. Gates. I do not know how I did this in the first try either, but I did. Go grab our box gem, even though we got one. We missed 2 boxes. I'm pretty sure we didn't, but we'll have to go back and review the footage. Actually, let's go back to the area that we can just go get that thing. The polar, can you take us there? Okay. Take us to the warp room in the bottom, which leads to level Totally Bare.
Crash, my boy. You are more than halfway there. But I'm sure you've noticed that things are getting harder. The last 10 crystals will be the hardest to gather, and our enemies will be sending their strongest forces to thwart you. I'll contact you again when you have completed the next warp room.
So we're gonna go back. I believe he probably mentioned something about the next boss fight there. I said I can't hear the game because if I have the game sound playing to my TV, it'll pick up on the microphone. I don't want to have to do that. So Tiny Tiger is our next boss. Tiny isn't a hard boss by any means. But now that I'm saying that, I'm going to die at least 4 different times. So, by the way that the video is looking, I might actually have some time to do that bonus area and go back and box a gem that bear level. That level I just did before this one. Except, well, I thought for sure I had every box. I don't know what box I missed. Or what 2 boxes I missed. What the hell? I'm just either too tired for this shit or I just can't focus. This boss is not that hard, honestly. As terrible as I was at Crash 2 when I was a child, I beat this level. I beat this on my first try. Like I said before, I've been to the bottom warp rooms quite a few different times. Or I've been to the final warp rooms a couple different times. I've never been able to save the game at that point, but I've been to that point quite a few times. They are not easy. I've never tried them on this version yet, though. I don't remember if I have at least. So like I said, I've gotten there on personal files. I think I've actually beaten the, actually I think I'm on the final warp room on my main file. And of course I get to the very end and I fuck it all up. But I've been to the final boss I've been to the final area on my personal file. I just never tried the boss yet because I had to finish those levels. If it's anything though, I've actually beaten Crash Vortex. That was a fun game. And I do want to play that game sometime. I might just end up doing like a Crash playthrough series where I do all the different where I do a bunch of different Crash games. I should have seen that coming. I didn't do it. I mean. I'm probably gonna like. I think I'll leave them all in. It's not a big deal. Fucking tiny. There we go. But I kind of want to do a series where I do this, where I do a playthrough of the Crash games, but I don't want it to be people thinking I'm like trying to copycat Icarus. That one's on me. I don't want people to think I'm like trying to copycat Icarus by doing it by any means, because I'm not. If I was deliberately trying to copycat Icarus, it would be like, you know, June is the month of Bandicoot game playthroughs. You know, because he has Bandicoot month, or what he's really gonna call it, Jundicoot, or Bandicoot. But I don't want to like try to feel like I'm copying Caddy by doing that. So I just want to do like space out my playthroughs of the different Crash games. And I have to play. I have yet to even remotely try Crash Entranced. Because I have played the Huge Adventure on Game Boy. I used to own the game. I used to play the shit out of it. Never beaten it, but I used to play it a lot. Tiny down. Alright, so let's go do Unbearable real quick. I seriously don't know how I missed those 2 boxes. I was paying attention. Yeah, that's another thing about this game too, is that the game hint will tell you that the bear makes the secret passage, but it doesn't tell you about the polar thing. You're supposed to just remember that. You're supposed to just know that that happened. there's 2 boxes there. Keep a tally on these. 3. No, my luck, you guys are probably screaming at me that I missed 2 boxes this time. 4, 6. Could be any one of these. Just keep running. Come on. So far we're at 6. We got 50 more to find. Or 52 more to find. Most of them are nitros. I can almost guarantee that. Here's 7, because checkpoints count as a crate. I was gonna be so pissed if I killed myself like that. And that. Missed one. How much you want to bet it's in this platform up here? No. I want to feel like it's in the secret passage where I missed them. But I can't be too certain that it is. In the Saku. Right here, probably. I was so busy trying to just speed through the level, I didn't even notice that those were up there. Those are most likely those 2 boxes. I know you guys were probably screaming at me that those were there, and I was too much of a dunce to notice. Well, no, I'm not the first one that's ever probably done that. Oh, message back this person here in a minute. When I get this gem here. So, do the bonus. So, what should happen is that by the time that we get to the fuller section, we should have everything but 3 boxes. So that way, if I know that that's how that worked, then if I know that that's going to be the case, I can guarantee that's where we fucked up at. So I'm seriously, I know I'm bringing it up a lot, but I'm just ticked at myself I let that happen. This usually never happens. Usually I never really miss a box or 2 unless it's an area I can't get. Because in these next few warp rooms are going to be mostly blind, actually. Because, as I said before, I haven't even done any of the final warp room levels in Crash 2 yet. I may have attempted 1 or 2 of them, but like, I don't know them that well. The final warp room is definitely where it's going to be tripping me out. So we should have, yep. Actually, there's 5 boxes left, so I think there might be 5. There's 1 here. So there should be 1 more, and then 3 TNTs. Wait, did I seriously fuck up again? Did I miss 1 box this time? I missed 1 box again. What the hell? I'm going back to a previous checkpoint, see if I fucked up there. I could have swore I got every box inside that 1 area. If I still, like, screwed up here, I'm just gonna, like, go back and re-examine the entirety of the level, because apparently I can't, for whatever reason, remember to get 1 box. So those life boxes, I could have swore were the only 2 I didn't get. If need be, I'll leave it till the next episode so I can just get some more content out here, get some more stuff done. Seriously, I'm just pissed. I am pissed at myself more than any fucking thing in the world right now. So to make up for that whole thing where I could not get those 2 box gems, I got box gemmed twice. I will go get the box gem on Totally Bear, and then we'll go and get the box gem on Air Crash, since we can. So let's go to because Totally Bear is a bonus level you don't actually have to do for completion of the game, because you only need crystals to complete the game. But gems are just for an optional ending. So let's go do Totally Bear here. So we unlock this. So Totally Bear only has a box gem. There is a time trial relic, I believe. But like I said in the first episode, I will not be doing time trial relics because fuck those. Seriously. They're not... Crash 2 wasn't designed to be speedran for time trial relics. I'll start over because we can't turn around in the bear. I don't know how. I'm not gonna get any sleep tonight because I'm gonna be too pissed off about that. So this might come out like a day early or a day late, like on Tuesday or something, because I want to spend all night editing. And I'm gonna figure out where I missed those boxes at, or missed that one box out. Because wait a minute, I think I know what box I missed. I think I didn't go back and get that spring box. Like, the one that bounces me up. I believe that was actually a breakable crate, and I didn't go back and get it. But I'm still going to save it for next episode. Along with the dialogue for the next warp room. I'll be saving that all for the next episode because I want to not have too much runtime for this one. So first I miss 2 hidden life crates, and then I miss a very obvious box. Now I'm even more pissed. Put this checkpoint here. This life. Yeah, so you have to be careful with those guys because they're going to lift it up at the last second and make you think you have to jump. Then you're going to jump and you're going to die. And then you're going to get really even more, like, enraged. They call it the Insane Trilogy because you're driving yourself insane trying to, you know, complete it. Complete it. Stupid orca. Stupid orca fucking just... And I missed the box too on the second go. I knew it was there. Why did I miss it? Like... That's the thing. What did I miss? I'll get to that in just a second. Oop. Yeah, this might come out on like Tuesday, the final, like the 30th of July. I'm guessing is the 30th. Yeah. It'll be towards the end of the month, basically. It'll come out on that day because I want to take a day to edit and go back and like see where I missed this box at because it's gonna make me mad. Well, actually, I think I already know what box I missed, but I'm gonna reconfirm to know that I missed that box. Only 38 boxes in that entire level. Wow. So, is it? So either did the crash dance to get faster, or didn't do the crash dance. But actually that was not Twitter message, that was an Instagram message I got, but not a big deal. Let's go ahead and just finish up Air Crash and get this done and I can go to bed, because I'm tired. So this whole thing with the death platform, yeah, don't mind it. You don't need it for this level. Unless you wanted to get the clear gem. Other clear gem. So at the beginning here you can bounce across these Wumpas for free lives. I don't really want the lives, because I can just get free lives at any given time, then I'm able to grind Wumpa like crazy. So this beginning section here is full of nitro. What's weird is that we didn't have a nitro detonator in the last part. The last time we did this level, I mean. Which was the last episode. The last time we did this level, there was no nitro detonator. Like, what was up with that? It was hidden inside that secret exit there, or secret entrance. So, when the level drops you off, it's right back here at the beginning, which is very, 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 very nice. So you can actually just literally go back and get every single crate now. And here is the secret there's the secret exit platform. Which means that I think I have to do some platforming in the section where it just seems really out of place for it to be there. So it has crates on there. It seems kind of weird to have the platforming section in the middle of the jetboard area. Like that one. Yes, all the bubbles there at the hippo. It means that he farted in the water. It's a neat little thing. You don't really even notice unless you like kind of pay attention to the small details. Get this here. So I wanted to give you guys a bit of an update because, as you guys know, aside from not having draft episode yesterday on Sunday night, I haven't really done much of anything else as far as uploads go. And part of the reason is because, like I said in one of my episodes, I want to get a new camera. So I actually have plans for an episode of a brand new, not really brand new, but it's a coffee exclusive series talking about my RPG. It'll be a coffee exclusive until a certain point, but you can get a quick view ahead of it for only $1 a month, or $5 a month, depending on what tier you feel you want to give me, which I'm not expecting you to do the $5 a month. Just the $1 a month would automatically, like, please me to pieces if you would subscribe to that tier. But, yeah, I want to get a new camera. That way I can start doing some more, like, IRL content, because with my webcam, everything's a pain in the ass when it comes to working with that thing. Especially because I can't do like I used to do. I have it set up on like a cable stand or something, and just record it from that. So if I did my math properly, we should have all the boxes, 102. That's a lot of boxes for just a second level warp room. Or second warp room. So I'm gonna save the dialogue for the next warp area for the next episode, like normal. But the more I think about it, the more I'm just gonna go back and grab that box again, because I know exactly where I fucked up at. Let's go do that. Like I said, I know it's probably gonna annoy a lot of you guys. And I kept saying I was gonna save it, but I want to go get it because it's starting to really get on. It's starting to rack my nerves. I'm getting numb. I hate the fact that I screwed up this badly twice. So there's the relic clock. I'm not sure you guys how the relic races work. If I decide not to do a Crash 3, well, and just in case I do not do a Crash 3 playthrough, because I'm not sure if I want to do Crash 3 yet or not. So I haven't beaten the game 100%, nor have I beaten the game once. If I have, it's been years. As I said before, it's been years since I've even touched the Insane Trilogy version on the PS4 version of Insane Trilogy, because this game had driven me to the point where it just pissed me off that badly. Because there are some things in this game that are just... it's some things in this game that just drive me to that point of rage. I'm not gonna be like game journalist where it's, you know, the Dark Souls of platforming, because this game is not anywhere near Dark Souls. This game is just kind of a bit of a pain. I mean, if you really want a difficult platformer that you can't really, like you could compare in difficulty, or like annoying difficulty, in something similar to Dark Souls, not being like, you know, impossibly difficult, or like difficult to the point where it's whatever. Cuphead is, to me, is one of those kind of games. It feels like it's built to just piss people off, because it does only very much. And it does it very well. So, spin this box here. Maybe we should have waited on spinning. I'm probably gonna end up like death abusing so I can go back and get those boxes up there, because if I don't, I'm not gonna be able to get them, so I gotta go back. I feel really stupid for that. Even more stupider to the fact that I missed these spots. Because all the boxes I missed were all in the same exact area. Which just adds more insult to injury. Yeah, those armored armadillo guys, you can actually, like, you can get rid of them by first ground pounding on their armor, and then spin them away after. So I did that really stupidly. Let me try this again. Damn, my notifications are blowing up. I do apologize for that, guys, if the microphone does pick all that up. It most likely does, because a lot of times it does when I used to record. But then again, I also usually have my iPad pretty close, just in case I do need to hop on there for just a second and message somebody back or something. You know the drill. Spun away that Wampa, doesn't matter. Aku crate. Screw it. Damage abuse. Alright, we have 28 to 58, which means that there are 30 boxes left over in this area. In this level, I mean. What's kind of funny though is that those boards, sometimes they all break, sometimes they don't. There's 2. There's going to be 8 that we break in here, because these last 4 are going to get broken up by the detonator. No biggie. I know I do the slide jump a lot, it's just really fun to slide jump, that's why. But yeah, I got a lot to cut out, so I'm not too worried, I'm not too intimidated by it being kind of long. That's also why I'm giving another day to upload and edit, because I have to do a lot of editing. 45 to 58, which means we have 13 left over we have to find. And I know where 4 of them are. Not those 4, there's 4 more, but you guys get it. Slide. But yeah, there's also death animation I don't think I showed. Where the polar bear laughs at you if you get electrocuted by the gates. Because this game should not be that difficult to do this, because you've already done this a couple times. 2, 3, 4. There we go. 9. So these are the last 4 crates. Now, finally say we can go to the next warp room area, and in the next episode we can get the last of the secret exits, and we can get the next secret exits and color gems. I don't know if there's one more left over or not. I know that there are at least maybe at least 5 color gems in this game. Or maybe 4. I think it's 5. Maybe it's 6. I'm pretty sure it's 5. We're gonna check here in just a second when we go back to the warp room. Oh my gosh, such a pain in the rump. And I don't know why it took me 4 fucking tries to finally, get it done. Oh man, it feels so nice to finally have it though, because I finally have all the box gems I can possibly get for this level, for this area. There's 5 color gems, so yeah, this next area has the last one that we need for color gems. But we'll be seeing you guys when we do the next warp room.